Saigon South Campus begins operation in 2005. From then until now, the food cost is always considered as an integral part in our campus. And my name is Phương, and my group we have Jihan, Vân, Ngọc, and Đức. We have conducted a survey. Our topic is food, and the reason why we did that because we want to figure out the student opinion about our food service, and from then we can find ways to improve our food service. Based on the survey result, we identified three key aspects for improvement and give you recommendations. Now, to begin with, Jihan can give our first finding.
Hi everyone, my name is Ji, and today I'm going to talk about the first finding of our group. Empty tables are not being used effectively. Look at this pie graph. Almost 70% students can find the table easily. It means, in other words, about 30% students felt it was difficult to find the table easily at lunchtime. This is not a small figure, so we tried to find the reason. Why those students cannot find the table easily? According to this pie graph, we can find the answer in question 5. Only 2 restaurants accommodate about 70% of students. So accommodate about 70 of students. What's next? so that's why.
So that's why, because there are too many students gather into these two areas, and others, and so others area, there are not many students come there to buy food. Therefore, it's always crowded in these two areas, and other places like the new canteen or the subway get food in building 2, or the restaurants in sports hall and building 9 can are very empty. So yeah. And next, this is our second finding. The students are not satisfied with the price of the food in RMIT. Have a look at this graph, this pie chart first. Like about 1/3 of the students right here are willing to pay less than 40,000 dong for a meal, and that's including one food and 1 drink item. And there's very few students who doesn't even care about the price of the food, and that includes our 2 teachers, Isabella and Tom. And then have a look over here. Our graphs over here. We asked them to rate the satisfaction of the cost of food choices, and the majority of people choose average or dissatisfied of the cost of food choice. And the last finding is that global area is the most popular place to buy food. Like, have a look, like nearly half of the students choose global area to buy their food, and like 20% here is the Circle K, and this is the new canteen, and they can't even make up to 1/4 in total. So therefore, like other places, like what I just mentioned, cannot compete with the global area. And now Ngọc will give us an overall conclusion on our findings.
As you can see, with all the findings, we can see that many tables are being unused in the building 2, with tables are always full in the building 1. not only that, some students are not very satisfied with the fried food, but also the students mostly buy food from the global area in the building one, but not many buy from the others. With this finding, our group are very highly recommend this suggestion. Doc will show you that.
From the finding we have tell you guys, our group have some recommendation to resolve that problem. First, as you know, in building two restaurant have a lot of people, table still do not use, but we think we can use this table in building two effectively. So maybe we can introduce the restaurant in building two for every student, because the food in building two is as good as in building one, like local food, and the price is the same. And in the second finding, as Ben tell you guys before, I think our group thinks maybe the school should improve the quality of food, but however we can the price of food maybe is not expensive, so I think the only thing we need to do is improve the food, the quality of food, and finally the variety of menu and taste and nutrient value in other places in IMT. I think we should improve it too, because
So that it can improve. That's the three aspects that we need to improve in other places, like in the subway, Vietfood, or even like the restaurants in Building 9 and Sports Hall, so that they can compete with the global area. So that's the end of our presentation. Do you guys have any